Hey you guys, it's me, Ellen, and I'm bored. Straight up, I'm bored. I don't know what to do, and yeah. So I was going to talk to you guys about my boyfriend, cause he is like the best person ever, and I don't know. I think we're a really good couple, and other people seem to think that also. So we started dating. I got those. Hold on, guys. A week and a half ago. Yeah. Week and a half ago. And he asked me out the cutest way possible, I think. So we met at Fall Fest, which is what our school does. And I got an all-girls school. He goes to the boys' school up the hill. And yeah. So we met there, and that night he was being so sweet to me. And we had just met and everything. And he's like, "Hey, can I buy you cotton candy?" And I'm like, "Okay, cool, sure." And I just thought we were gonna like split it. I didn't actually think he was gonna like pay for it. And it was like a lot. It wasn't a lot of money, but it was kind of a lot for like cotton candy. And then it was like 48 degrees outside, and I was wearing like a normal sweatshirt, not like this type. It was like a zip up, and it was really not attractive one. And I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm so cold." And he goes, "Do you want my jacket?" And I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "You want my jacket?" I'm like, "Are you sure? Like, it's really cold out." He goes, No, it's okay. I would rather you be warm than me be cold." And I'm like, "Okay, if you really want me to." And he goes, "I want you to." So I take it, and I wear it for a while. And then he goes, I'm like, "Are you sure you're not cold?" And he goes, "Well, if you want me to take it back, I can." And he like grabs my waist and like starts to pull it up. And I'm like, "No, don't." And then he just keeps his arm around me, and he starts to shiver. So I'm like, "Are you really cold?" And he goes, "Kind of." And I'm like, "I'm sorry." Like, he goes, "Just come sit in my lap and I'll be better." And I'm like, "Okay, fine, sure." And it's not like those gross lap sits where the girl is like like this on the boy's lap. I wasn't like this. I wasn't sitting like that. Okay, you guys? It was like him like this, and I was sitting like this. Like it's not a good way to explain it. Okay? So here. Okay. I'll show you with my pillows. So if these are his legs, I was just kind of like this, and he just kind of was like this, and then he was like. So he was like wrapping his arms around me like this, and it was so cute. And I had just met him, like let alone, and then I like give him a kiss on the cheek because he was being so sweet to me, you guys. Like it was really cute. And then he like kisses me on the lips, and we just start kissing and stuff. And then he goes, "Hey, give me your phone." I'm like, "Okay, why?" He goes, "I'm adding my number." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And then he goes, "You look," and then I give him his jacket back 'cause I felt bad that I was taking it. I'd been wearing it for like an hour, and he was freezing his butt off. So then he's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm freezing." And I was like, "I am too. Calm down, babe." But I didn't say babe because we just met. Well, you know, I don't want to be awkward. That is my least favorite thing to do is be awkward. And then he's like, "Let's go get hot chocolate." I'm like, "Okay." And then I start freaking out. I'm like, "Oh my god, wait. What if my friend Lauren like left her car? Like, what if her parents left and my stuff is in the back of her car?" And he's like, "Oh, you should probably like go find Lauren and then go get it." I'm like, "Okay, that's a good idea, but I don't want to leave you because I know I'll lose you." And he goes, "It's okay. Like, you have my number. You can just text me." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And then I go and get my stuff, and I come back, and I'm like, "Where are you? Like, I want to find you again." He's like, "I'm at the generator." And I'm like, "Where is that? I don't know where that is. I'm sorry." He goes, "It's over by, like, the food stands." And I'm like, "Okay, food stands." I'm at the food stand, obviously, because I like a fat person, but I'm skinny, yeah. And then I find him again, and he has hot chocolate for me. Like, he buys me hot chocolate. I'm like, Stop, you're too cute. Stop. And then, yeah, it was really sweet of him, and I like him. And then, my friend Casey walks up to me and goes, Ellen, who's this? And I'm like, this is my friend Ryan. Ryan's with Casey, and she goes, he's cute. He goes, he's cute. You should date him. I'm like, I hope so. Like, I really want to. Well, I didn't say that at that point, but I was thinking it. And I'm like, thanks. I know he is. And then on Saturday, it was the cutest thing ever because we kept like texting like all night long, and I was having a bad day that morning because I had to wake up and I was late to my volleyball game, which I didn't even get to play in because I was late and I didn't. I was having a bad day, and so I see this guy over on the stands that looks exactly like him, and I'm like, who is that? And it's like after the game, and I like walk over, and I'm like, because I was talking to my dad, and he's like, oh, and you have to work now and stuff, and I'm like, I'm sorry, Dad, like I didn't know I have to work. I'm sorry. Because we had to work Fall Fest. I didn't end up working. I missed my shift. Shh. And then I walked past him. I'm like, hey. He's like, hi, I came to your game. I'm like, I can see that. Oh my gosh. But then I had to walk away because I had to go do libero tracking. And then I came back to him like after. I'm like, hey, I'm doing libero tracking. Don't take my job. So I come back up to him and I give him like a giant hug and he kisses me on the cheek. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then like I met his friend like Brad, who's like a total he's like a total drunk, honestly. And he's pretty stupid. He's like a preppy drunk. Constantly. It's really bad. And then we just sit and like we talk and he puts his arm around me. I'm like, ah. And then I go and work, and then he comes back and he goes, hey, you want to go to Fall Fest together? I'm like, okay, awesome. Yay. And then we just walk around, and then we watched like the field hockey game, which was going on, and I was like up against the fence. I was just like this on the fence, and he comes and wraps his arms around me like behind, and gives me his jacket because he could see that I was really cold. And I'm like, thanks. And then on Sunday, I forgot something. And then we went and made out in a shed. I'm innocent, I swear. And then on Sunday, I'm like, hey, can I borrow a sweatshirt for like yesterday? And he's like, yeah, sure. Which was like the St. Paul's BL game. We kicked their asses. I had to, I'm sorry. And he goes, yeah, sure, I'll bring it to you that week. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then he's like, hey, you want to eat lunch with me? I'm like, okay, cool. Because, like, I have both lunches. Because I'm cool like that, yeah. I have both lunches. Just saying. So I ate lunch with my friends. Lunch 1. And then I walk up to see him lunch 2, and like he gives me like a giant hug, and I'm like, ah, and then I talk with his friends, or no, that was the one that I just like sat with him, and then this Chinese exchange student came because she didn't have German, so she just kind of sat with us, and then Michael came, and it's like, oh my god, this girl upstairs, like, blah, 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 blah. She's so tonight, oh, blah, 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 blah. But then that's not the point that I'm trying to tell you. And then he goes and asks, oh, I have your sweatshirt. And I'm like, wait, you have my sweatshirt now? I only thought you only had to, like, give it to me that week. He's like, no, I want you to have it. I'm like, why? And he goes, 'cause I want you to have it. And then we walk out, because I had to leave. And he goes, here's the sweatshirt, and he gives me a hug, and then he kisses me on the lips, on the lips, these things. And then he goes, will you go out with me? I'm like, yes? Yes, I will go out with you. And he gives me a giant hug. Goodbye. And then I ate lunch with him all that week. Oh my god. And then, oh man, this is 10 minutes long and I'm just talking about my boyfriend. End of the video. I'm gonna continue my story about my boyfriend when the next video comes out. Bye.